Welcome to ProKitchen video tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to place a window. So in our previous tutorials, we've already created a set of walls. And on these set of walls now, we're going to add a window. So there's a couple ways we can access our windows. We can come over here and click on our window icon and pull up our windows. Or we can come over here to our drop menu and go to architectural elements, and here we have windows. They're the very same windows that we have over here in our little icon. It's just easier to access it from the icon than it is to switch catalogs from the catalog you've been working in to the door and windows catalog. So we're going to click on our icon, and here we've got a variety of windows that come up. And so we're just going to choose a casement window. And in the casement window, can select it by the color and the height. And as we come down here a ways, we've got a wide variety, and you don't have to worry if the height is exactly right because we can adjust that as we go. As you come down here, you notice we go from 72 inches back down to 24 inches, but these are casement windows without grids, like this. So we're going to come down to our 48-inch high, and we're going to grab one without grids, and we're not going to be picky on the color for this, but we could choose black, brown, cherry, oak, white, or off-white. And now you'll notice as soon as we click on this that our tooltip opens up, and in our tooltip we can adjust the width and the height of our window. We can also set our wall offset from the left end or the right end and our elevation. So if you happen to know that your window is going to be 84 inches from the left end, simply type in the year 84, highlight another box so that this one goes to a solid color, and hit place. And now your mouse has become a crosshair indicating something's attached, and just come out here and click in the placement zone. It's going to set it automatically 84 inches off the wall. And once we have it placed, our Windows window will reopen, and we can either select another one or we can hit cancel. So here's our wall, 84 inches from the end. You'll notice that it is 36 inches wide from the 32 that we originally had set. Now if we come over and right click on it, we can go to the attributes. And once we're in attributes, there's a lot of things we can do to edit this window. We can change the plan notation. So if you happen to be speccing the windows in this as well, you can enter the exact window SKU that you need. You can adjust your window width and height. You can also adjust your section width and your section height if necessary. And you can add sunlight. And what this does is it places the sun outside the wall, right behind the window, in the optimum placing for it, so that you get light and shadows when you render a high definition rendering. You'll also notice down here that we have some options as far as how we can set up that window. We can set it up so it opens horizontally. You'll see it changing up there. Our picture, you'll see we've added 2, which adds it over here. If we do a single click in our window here, it'll stop our window from rotating. And so you'll notice that our hardware is both on the same side. You can see it indicated right here as well. We change that in the next tab. So now you'll also notice that across the bottom here we have quite a variety of different window shapes that you can choose from. And we're not going to look at all of these during the tutorial, but you can certainly go and play with these. Our next tab is our construction tab. And in our construction tab, we've got jambs and casing. So you can have jambs and casing or a drywall return. It's up to you. And you notice our image changes when we select a difference here. And you can also change the profile of your window sash. And here we've got our reverse sash. So I'm going to click on my other window because we can edit these two sides separately. And I'm going to click reverse sash, and now my window looks more correct. And again, down here there's some options on how you can change the opening of that window. Special shapes is our next tab. And here we can come down, we can adjust the shape of the window. So we can do an arch on one side and a round top on the other. Probably not the proper item for a casement window, but when you get into some of our other picture windows and stuff, then these really take effect. Grill patterns, if we had chosen to set grills, we could put grill patterns in here. There's quite a few different grill patterns, and you can choose the profile of that pattern as well. You can also turn the grill patterns off if you have accidentally selected a window with the grills. Instead of replacing the window, you can just simply come in here and turn the grill off. And here's some of the grills. You can set custom rows, custom gaps, custom columns and heights, all sorts of fun stuff. But again, we're going with no grill. Window glazing. It comes default as not glazed. You can change that to single glazed or double glazed. Doesn't really affect the image any, but it will affect sunlight shining through your window if you set sun. If you set the sun, you want to leave it not glazed. But if you do choose to glaze it, you can choose your different glaze options. Matte, see it change up here, white, smoked. So you can have a little bit of fun there. We're going to set it back to not glazed. And then you can choose the grill installation of no grill, inside only, inside and outside, or between the glass, depending on the options you want. Window interior, we can install stool and apron or not. It's already default with it, so here we can take it off. I like mine without it. We can install casing, or we can take that casing away. We'll leave the casing. Then you have options here if you click on these buttons of different casings and stools and aprons that you can choose to go with it, and you can also adjust your casing width. We can change the color if necessary. There's a lot more colors in here than there are in the actual window selector, so you can adjust your color here and have a little bit of fun with it if you want to. Window exterior, same thing. You can install brick mold or not. You've got brick mold options, and then of course color options as well. And it doesn't have to be the same color as the inside of the window. You can do something different there if you'd like. Hardware, you can choose your hardware options. And blinds. This is kind of the most active one of these. He's setting your blinds. You can install blinds. You can choose the size of blind to install. We can open and close these blinds. And we can lift these blinds up and down. And you'll notice they adjust together. Or we can adjust them individually. And you select the side here as to how you want to adjust it. And finally, when you get your window just the way you like it, if you're going to use it multiple times or if it's your favorite window, you can come and save to My Windows. So once you save it to My Windows, you can come back and click on your Windows icon. We can go to My Windows, and here is the window that we just saved. We can come in to edit it again. We can remove it, or we can cancel it. If we want to place this window, remember when we placed this initially, because we were editing our already placed window, we adjusted the width and the height, which it still has, so we can hit place and drop it out on our layout, drag it to where we want it, and there we have our second window. We can come up and we can place it again, it's all ready to go, or we can simply hit cancel. This has been ProKitchen Window Attributes video tutorial. Thank you for watching.